This is the weekly Global Sailing Highlights show, World on Water, May 16, 2025. Our videos have been published in the last 7 days, and the World on Water has been on YouTube weekly since 2008. In 2025, Antigua Sailing Week was attended by 2 top-end offshore racing yachts from very different times. Launched in 1974, the 79-foot Kialoa III was all-conquering on the world stage for many years. Today, Pyewacket 70, a modified Volvo 70, is one of the fastest 70-footers around. In this film, we compare these two legends from different times.
Well, Kialoa III brings back some great memories. I was fortunate enough as a young man, still in college, to do the 1975 Sydney Hobart race on the Kialoa III. And that was an epic race that Kialoa, we were fortunate to set the record in the Hobart race. And that record lasted for about 25 years. And the conditions we had were very, very optimal for a downwind setting a record. And today's really kind of heartwarming to see the old boat out there and it's change of your perspective. We're on a 70-footer Pyewacket. So Pyewacket 70 is a Volvo 70 that started its life as Telefonica. After Volvo Around the World race, the Australians that run the Blackjack program turbocharged it. So they went up about 3 meters on the mast, 1.5 meters on the sprit, 1.5 meters on the boom, and then a much deeper keel and a lighter bulb. So the configuration we sail in, even though we're a turboed Volvo 70, we're still lighter than a stock Volvo 70. With powered winches, hydraulic canting keels, 100-foot masts, it's all, all the new technology in the sail material, our carbon fiber mains, carbon fiber hull versus the aluminum hull of Kialoa.
When Kialoa III came, she was first a ketch. She's built 74 for first owner Jim Kilroy. She's built out of highest marine grade aluminium and welded, unlimited budget, I would say, from experts in the Air Force industry, etc., from California. It's a very smooth yacht to operate and sail. She has been undertaking a lot of changes. The chains on the keel, they rebuilt it from a ketch to a sloop, tuning everything. I mean, moving the mast foot back and forward to try anything, make her ultimately fast. I mean, that is in my benefit now. She sails by herself against the wind if you trim her and so on.
The Kialoa is, all manual powered. So, it had coffee grinder winches versus the Pyewacket 70 where we have all hydraulic and electric winches.
The winches and so is, at that time, there was no winches of this size. Custom built for the boat. The coffee grinders we have here running 4 winches and can be connected.
All the new technology in the sail material, our carbon fiber mains. Back in the day, Kialoa, 4 guys could move a sail, where it takes on Pyewacket, it takes about 8 guys to move one of the big sails. The Volvo 70s have a canting keel, so push button operated, and we can, cant the keel out to windward. Maximum of 40 degrees is what the system, it's a hydraulic system that pivots the keel back and forth. Get all the stability out of that.
A modern keel is more skinny and deeper with a bulb, fraction of the drag what you have on Kialoa III. A regular fin keel, a spade rudder, which was early for that time. Pretty good shape, I would say.
We put water ballast in. The water tanks are pretty much the aft corners of the boat, and we can take, I believe it's 1,200 liters. We can fill the tank in about a minute, minute and a half, and empty the tank in about 45 seconds.
She was built originally, designed for 35 metric tons. By then she was stripped inside and she's way heavier now.
With the Pyewacket, the weight is a little bit less than your standard Volvo 70, which is around 14 tons. And we come in just, I would say, probably about 1,000 pounds less than your standard boat. So even though we have more sail area, deeper keel with the canting keel allows us to be a little bit lighter. A boat like Kialoa, when it gets that much wind, it really loads up and everything. You're trying to push a lot of displacement through the water. So it's just, there's such a tremendous load on everything. And you're probably only going 12 knots, whereas the Pyewacket jumps up, gets on a plane, and it's going 22 knots. The parent wind is very, very low. And so there's really not a lot of, there's load on it, everything, but nothing like what would 22 knots on a heavy displacement boat like Kialoa. So that's a big change. Anybody who's listening to this should definitely get their boat out and come down to Antigua and do Sail Week, because it's a fantastic place. And Regatta Chair Jamie Torres has been very helpful to try and put together race courses that all the boats would like to go do, and not something that they've dreamed up thinking was best for the race committee, but what's best for the competitors. So we love sailing down here, a fantastic place, and the sponsors and everyone are doing a wonderful job.
Day 1 of the Swan Bonifacio Challenge opened in spectacular style, with bright sunshine, building breeze, and picture-perfect conditions off the Corsican coast. With gusts reaching 25 knots and a lively sea state, crews were tested from the first gun and delivered a day of fast, competitive sailing. Smiles on the dock and spray on the lens, Bonifacio is off to a flying start.
Good morning from Bonifacio. We've got bright sunshine, a building breeze, and a fleet of over 31 design yachts ready to go racing. We kicked things off last night with the opening ceremony at the Bastion de l'Eternade, a beautiful setting up on the Citadel and a great atmosphere with the extended Club Swan family. Fast forward to this morning and there's a real buzz around the dock. 12 Club Swan 50s are part of the event this week, and we're super excited to welcome 3 brand new teams to that class.
And this is a great opportunity. This is one of the best groups of one design classes, so we wanted to be part of it and part of this competition. So this is really very, very new team. We wanted to try, so this is first season, so we will see.
Last year I started with the 36, but then I thought, I need more challenge. 50 was a good idea. It's a bigger boat, obviously, a bigger number of crew. We're 12 on board. We're from different nationalities. The challenge is there, so let's hope it will go well.
A lot of wind for being the first race of the season, but we enjoy it very much.
I'd say it was probably very close to the limit, but really we had a lot of fun.
It was a very good day and very enjoyable conditions. Competitive, new owners, good mood. Everyone enjoys it so much here.
The Maxi Bank Populaire 11 wins the Tour de Belle Isle 2025. First challenge of the season brilliantly by Armel Leclerc and his crew, who faced more than 300 boats in this mythical race around Belle Isle. A great performance that perfectly launches the 2025 season.
C'est cool, on est parti avec un peu de vitesse. Et puis là, le vent a un peu moins fort que prévu avec la pluie. Donc on essaie de rester en vol. fin. Peut-être à la fin.
The first day of the ILCA World Championship qualifying series brought a dual challenge of tide and wind to the waters off Qingdao. According to the Chinese lunar calendar, today marks the 15th day of the 4th month, a period known for the strongest tidal currents of the month. Low tide occurred at 10:35 and the current remained flooding throughout the racing window, peaking at high tide at 16:20. Making what proved to be the decisive winning move on the final run of the second and final race today, Britain's Tony Langley and his world champion crew secured overall victory at the first regatta of the 5-event 2025 52 Super Series season, the 52 Super Series Tropez Sailing Week. Light winds and calms meant only 4 races could be sailed of the 10 planned, Gladiator winning by 1 single point ahead of Takashi Okura's sled.
"13 years on since it started out, the world's top Grand Prix monohull sailing circuit goes from strength to strength. This year opening a 5-regatta season in the jewel of the French Riviera, Saint-Tropez. Returning for the second time since the curtain was lifted on the 2023 season here, Saint-Tropez lays on a warm welcome for 11 teams from 9 different nations. In spring, Saint-Tropez has a special charm. It's still the epitome of French chic. It has a timeless appeal to tourists from all over the world, and the lineup of 52's takes pride of place, moored in the heart of the historic harbour. And of course the pressure is on from the very start. The last seasons have all been decided by 1 single point here and there, and so no one wants to give away cheap points at the first regatta. The 2024 circuit champions set out defend, now as American Magic Quantum Racing. Returning from the America's Cup role, Terry Hutchison returns on board as tactician. Sarah Stone moves back in the boat, completing a new challenge as navigator. Lucas Calabresi joins as mainsail trimmer, and owner-driver Doug DeVos is back on the helm in the hot seat in Saint-Tropez.
The competition at this level, this class, just keeps getting better and better every year. So you kind of walk into it and go, well, let's just do the best we can do. You know, we're going to have to see where it all comes together because everyone's so good.
Having the opportunity to come back and sail with with a new team and with new sailors, and I'm impressed really with how good they all are.
On the World Champions, the owner-driver Tony Langley returns to steering, and America's Cup winner Ray Davis joins as strategist to work with Guige Parada.
There's a lot of pressure, big shoes to fill. Now the team is, like all of the teams, are at such a high level, so absolutely no trouble with the crew work and the boat speed, and as an afterguard we're working to get better all the time.
Another important America's Cup sailor, Francesco Bruni, returns to sled to reprise the lineup which won both the 2021 titles.
It feels great to be back in Tropez, but it feels even better to be back with the TP52 class. I love the class, it's great racing.
And there's a brand new Italian team in town. Andrea Lacorte's Alcedo Vitamina moves up from the Club Swan 50 to the very top tier of monohull racing.
It's a gigantically high level, so we are happy because we are sailing together with the best one. What do we want more?
The Côte d'Azur, of course, might be known for spring sunshine, vibrant landscapes, but not necessarily for reliable breezes early in the season. Indeed, it's day 2 before the racing really gets underway with 2 decent contests. Tony Langley's Gladiator won the first race of the season in 2024, and they do the same again this time in Saint-Tropez. They recognise the favoured right side of the upwind and win gun to gun to take the first blood. American Magic making a nice gain on the second upwind to get second, and Paprec, the French team, getting third. And the breeze has shifted right for the second race. That's a great start from Alpha Plus round the top mark in the lead, with Gladiator second, Sled in third, and Alpha Plus go on to win. So the first win for the Hong Kong team this season, getting first. Second are Gladiator to take the overall lead, and third, Sled, very much in contention. And we have to wait until the Sunday to get race number 3 underway, and even then there's quite a nervous wait to get the event completed. On the start line, Alcedo get away nicely up the middle of the first upwind. Round the first top mark, it's Alcedo leading from Sled and Allegre, and through the finish line is a first race win ever on the 52 Super Series for the Italian boat. Sled gets second, Allegre third, and Gladiator in fifth, still leading the regatta, tied on points into the final race. The big finale is really between Gladiator and Sled, but American Magic get away nicely on the first upwind, showing good speed in the middle of the course. They lead round the top mark with a comfortable lead. Round in second, Prevezza, but it's really on the final run. It's between Sled and Gladiator. Sled have the regatta title in their pocket, but Gladiator move out to the left of the downwind, come back at Sled on starboard, force Sled out to the right, and that's enough to get Gladiator through in third place. American Magic winning the race, but Sled in fourth to Gladiator in third means Gladiator win the title in Saint-Tropez by a single point from Sled.
First regatta win as driver in Super Series in 15 years now we've been doing this. First regatta win as driver. For Guige, it's first regatta win as tactician. Really quite special.
So after just 4 races in Saint-Tropez, top of the table, winning the first regatta of the season is Gladiator on 12 points. Second are Sled, missing out by a single point on 13. And third, American Magic on 18 points.
We haven't done any bad results. Obviously, we could have won the event being ahead on the last race, but we have to accept that the best boat win, and Gladiator was the best boat this week.
The week was challenging, really hard for the race committee, hard for all the teams, but it was good for us to finish strong and win that last race. We were happy with that for sure.
Well, that's it from a difficult and quite frustrating Saint-Tropez. Still beautiful, still lovely, but only 4 races sailed. Gladiator winning, but now we head to Bayona. We'll see you there.
The first stop of the Nations League 2025 brought the Club Swan Racing One design circuit to the stunning port of Bonifacio, Corsica, and it delivered in every way. Over 4 days, 31 boats across for competitive classes, Club Swan 50, 42, 36, and the newly launched 28 raced in near-perfect conditions, with consistent breeze, sunshine, and a vibrant regatta village at the heart of the experience.
It's the final day here in Corsica for the Swan Bonifacio Challenge. It's warm, clear, and there's a steady breeze on the way. Last night, teams gathered for the owners' dinner, a beautiful evening overlooking the marina with the boats lit in the background and a chance to reflect on an incredible week. But this morning, the tone has shifted. It's all focus, owners are deep in prep, crews are locked in, and the final race is moments away. Goddess has already secured the win in the Club Swan 36 class with a day to spare. But in the 50s, 42's and 28's, the pressure's on. Hatari, Pez Dabril and Anya Race lead their respective classes, but with one race to go, nothing is guaranteed. This is it. One more race, one last chance.
Bonifacio Challenge has been unbelievable. An amazing week of sailing. I'm so proud to be part of this work.
It has been magnificent. It is the first time we are here in Bonifacio. We've been very good. We did a good job, and obviously the reward of having the trophy here with the people is just simply amazing.
I love the class and I love this week because we had only good days, but everyone can win a race, and that makes it so enjoyable. Champagne conditions, so what can you ask for more?
To win the Swan Bonifacio Challenge is amazing. It's a dream come true. I won races, many races, but I won never a whole event. It's amazing here, it's beautiful setting. The waves, the wind, I loved it all. I go home a very happy man.